Hello everyone, it's SystemCollapse and this is Enigmatica to Skyblock. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I'm having a pretty decent one myself. We're going back to this pretty cool pack here. Just kind of hammer out, get her done. Yeah, in between videos, I did a little bit of stuff here. I kind of put this guy, I finally set him up. Robit, you actually got him, well I got him as a reward from one of the loot chests I believe. But he's a lot like luggage. So yeah, he's pretty cool, except for he's got a lot more stuff. He has crafting. He has an inventory, he has smelting, even has an anvil, man. He's actually pretty cool. I renamed him. He's Destructor, so he can destroy things. He's quite powerful on his home planet of much smaller robots than he is. That's my story anyway. You can actually send him home too, so I can actually make him take off. I had to make the charge pad. It's actually a really cheap recipe, and not too bad at all. And he just hangs out there. He gets charged up, and you can tell him to follow you. You can tell him to pick up items. And I rename him pretty much all that. So he's a pretty cool little guy. I'm going to leave him there now. I just thought I'd show him. Because I never really used the guy very much. I just wanted to see what it was all about. And we got him for free, so why not? Other than that, I did a little bit. I made one machine here. I can't remember. Where am I at? I'm going to remove all my machines too. Because this is driving me crazy. I put them in this little sidewalls thinking it'd be cool. And yeah, it's fine and dandy. Except for when I'm looking around, I can't see any machines. And I can't really pinpoint on which side of the base I'm on. It's not really working out. But anyway, let's go grab a couple things here. Unless I already grabbed everything. Need those, that's for sure. Over here, I made this machine. It is the thermal centrifuge. What you do is you throw in, well, what I needed to do, I guess, was make this silicon dioxide. You throw in clay dust, which you just kind of make in the macerator there. And we're going to be using that today because we're going to be getting the UU matter. This is actually used to make some crystal memory raws, I guess. We got to smelt them down. Didn't make a machine out of them. Can't even remember which one, but we'll do that at some point. That too gave me 2 quests. So one was for the mining laser that used to make it, and then another quest as well. Anyway, we're just gonna grab some items and then probably do some work at the actual compact machine that we set up yesterday. It's probably gonna be the idea, kind of moving forward. We were already over here, and I didn't grab all the stuff. I'm such a derp. Anyway, we're good, and I think we got everything we need here. So, yeah, let's kind of get right to it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to work on UU matter. That is kind of the plan. That is what the whole point of setting up the power in this cube was for the first place, or I should say in the first place. So I kind of moved around everything in there, got it more cleaned up, and we're going to set up a little setup here to kind of make UU matter. UU matter is kind of a liquid, well, it's definitely a liquid, that you could use to create items, kind of recreate the items, actually replicate them, because there's a replicator. Over here, you make the replicator. It can do all this stuff. It can replicate iridium, shards, electronic circuits. There's 3 pages of stuff that they have listed. There's more stuff I think you can do unless they have it on just a whitelist. But I really don't care if it does more stuff, really. I'm more interested in just what they have kind of in extra. Because usually it just does IC2 things and vanilla things. But they have things like machine cases and RF tool machine frames. Stuff that are going to be really good for us. Machine blocks, for instance. Just really good stuff. Chaos shards, that's very in-game, but pretty amazing. Advanced machine casings, thermal expansion machine frames. It has most of our machine frames. It doesn't, I didn't see the mechanism one, but they're not that hard to make anyway. But yeah, we're going to be kind of doing a setup for that. So the first machine we're going to make here is going to be the mass fabricator. So the mass fabricator, oh, sorry, that was the old one. It's called the matter fabricator. There we go. And we're going to have to make this here. So we're going to have to make a Lapotron crystal. And I guess we'll just have to make some energium. I guess we could do that real quick. I did crush down diamonds, so we can make a good amount of that. Let's do this. And, grab 9 of those, I suppose. We're going to need those for the cables as well. Probably going to automate this too, actually, with XNet. Probably the best bet. Probably the easiest way to do it at this point. And be pretty cool, because it's something I don't usually do very much. Because, I don't know, I just find when I get to IC2, not IC2, AE2, I always kind of disregard XNet and anything I've done with it, and a lot of times just throw it away. But anyway, let's do that. Let's do this. And do this here. I just think it'd be really good for this build, actually, to use XNet. Because it's going to be kind of self-contained. It'll be something I just go, I need a bunch of machine frames, and I go make them. Anyway, there's our matter fabricator. So this thing takes, I believe, 1 million EU. I think the old one took 22. I think this one takes 1 million EU, and yeah, it gives you 1 millipocket of UU matter. It's kind of how it works. But you can pump scrap into it, which is made inside a recycler, and reduce that cost, I think, all the way down to about 166,000. So we're going to go ahead and make some recyclers there. We won't probably kind of min-max it, because you can kind of min-max it to like perfect ratios where everything is perfect and everything is sunny in the world. And we're not going to do that. We're just going to kind of throw some scrap in it and hope for the best. So let's go ahead, make some compressors here. And maybe, I was thinking about 5, so probably the best bet here. I made a couple other machines too inside the, not machines, parts, I guess, blocks for the advanced generator. And we'll kind of take a look at those when we get in there. I made some overclockers. I made some transformer upgrades because I don't want to worry about machines blowing up at all. And I'm just thinking about what else we need here. We have this. We're going to need a bit tank. So let's grab one of them. There we go. We're going to use this to be the items that we burn in the recyclers, because that's basically what you do. And I'm just thinking of what else we need here. We're going to need a transfer node to get fluid into that. Yeah, the bit tank's a little iffy, like a little wonky, I should say, about what piping can pump water into it. But these flat transfer nodes 100% work, so I'm going to go with them. Might as well make a set of these. I actually think this is an unlock. Yeah, it is. We're going to be making some more XNet stuff here in a second anyway. But we'll definitely need some slabs. Probably go back here, make sure it's a fluid transfer node. Because a lot of times I make the wrong one for no apparent reason. And there we go. We got some fluid transfer nodes. We'll also need an anvil to make the actual flats. And the flats are really nice just because you get so many of them anyway. They just can't be sped up anyway. But anyway, there's our flats. And I suppose all we really need is the parts for XNet. So let's go to XNet. Definitely gonna need a controller. I think they're called connectors. Yeah, I already need those there. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of redstone torches really quickly. Probably about 20. There we go. Grab some repeaters and some comparators. And then we'll be just ready to rock out, man. Pretty pumped to get to this. It's just gonna make crafting so much easier all around. Anyway, let's go. I think I made some dense bronze plates for this. I did. There we go. So I think that's actually everything we need for our setup here. Maybe some conduit. A couple of those. Oh, and glass cable. Let's grab some of those as well. Need that. Don't know if we need fluid, but I'll bring them. And the glass cable from IC2. So glass cable. This stuff right here. And I probably want to make a couple of those. Maybe like 3. That should be good. That should be everything we need. So let's actually head inside our compact machine here. Now we're going to set this up. Kind of get it going here. I did change one part. People are telling me, I'll kind of show you here in a second, that this, like I couldn't get these conduits to connect using the flux generator. I switched over to the forge emitter. It actually connects, which is pretty cool. The only problem with using the conduit, now if I want to pump the power through a tunnel, it doesn't work. I actually have to use for the other ones, the actual flux generator. So this is good for connecting conduits, not good for pumping through the tunnel, because the tunnel doesn't like it. Don't ask me why. I don't even know why it says FE. I think it's because I was trying to pump it through there. It just wouldn't work. Yeah, a little odd, but a little strange. I just think Under IO just hasn't really, since it's been updated, they haven't really focused on compatibility yet. Probably something will come in time. Also made some of these. I made a high voltage emitter, an insane voltage. These ones are made for EU, so we're kind of basing, are going to be using those because we're going to be setting up IC2 machines. And I wanted 2 lines because one of these machines is a little annoying just because it's in the grouping where you're going to want all your power, but you can't up its tier like everything else, which I think is the scanner that does that. But anyway, let's kind of get us set up here. I'm going to grab this controller for XNet. Probably throw it around here. I guess we'll get some power to it. There. No, probably go one higher actually. Just like I'll have a line of cable here, a line of cable here for 2 different kind of lines of power, right? Because I want to have things on different kind of power. That was brilliant. Anyway, let's bring the recyclers across and kind of get this planned out. So we got our recyclers here. Probably have the fabricator at the end. Going to throw a couple power upgrades into all these, probably about 4 actually. And technically I could have these on the other line, but I wanted to have, this one can only produce 512 EU. This one could do, I think, 8,192. I want to have this line kind of just set up for the actual replication process. So I'm just going to throw upgrades in this so I don't have to do a 3rd line or any transforming actually. And these things were not too bad to craft, but they were actually multi-step. Basic machine with the cables. Yeah, I got to make your MV transformer and that. But not that big a deal. I mean, resource-wise, it doesn't really cost much. I'm actually throwing 4 in each one because they are tier 1 machines. So they need to get up to the max level, which is tier 5. So you kind of keep track of what tier every machine is. The matter fabricator, I think, is a tier 3. I want to recheck that. Because when this thing blows up, it takes out about, I don't know, about a 30 radius area with it. Maybe even larger than that, maybe 40 radius. You really don't want this thing blown up, this particular machine. I think it's the worst one possible. All this in a reactor. But anyway, that should be safe there. Let's go ahead and get this wired up really quick. Nothing's blown up. This is the one I'm scared about. There we go, we're good. So you can see there, you get a percentage, it's going up. Every time this hits 100%, boom. We have a single piece of UU matter. We'll be able to use that later on. And we should be able to speed that up here in a few minutes, so that is pretty cool. We won't worry about the other line of power right now. Guess we'll just set up the automation for this part. Then we'll go make our other machines here. So I'm just going to throw the controller, I guess, right here. Go ahead and grab ourselves a ender conduit. Throw it on the ground. That's very important. And get that, I guess, right there. As long as it has power and I can access it, it's good to go. So what we're going to do is grab some controllers. Okay, let's do that. We're going to run them across the top. There we go. Probably need one right here as well. Ooh, can I disconnect that? I really don't want that one. Get rid of you and you. There we go. That's good. And it's just connected to all the machines. That's kind of the way we want it. I have them this way because we're going to have another row of machines up here. But anyway, the whole network should be seen here now. So it's seeing everything. It sees a double connection on this machine. That's why there's a second row. But now we can kind of do automation with this really easy. So one of the first things we need to do actually is get the sync in. I almost forgot about that. Let's do that and that. There we go. And I guess we'll just throw it. Where do we want it? Let's just do it right here, I guess. Because I need to throw a sync in as well. I should probably do it the other way. Let's go like this. There we go. Because we do need to get the bits out of this tank. Because it's going to be kind of what feeds all the recyclers. Sweet. And throw a bit tank right there. It's going to start getting water. So that should be on the network. That's going to be kind of our first one here. So we're going to pick a channel. We're going to create a new channel. And we're going to go to items. So we're going to go right here. Create a channel. So basically, XNet is just a way of kind of automating. It's really cool. It can move around power, items, fluid. It can't move around EU, so I'm not doing EU. But we can make it so we can go here. So we're going to go down this one. Double click it on it. It actually shows you the block in the world, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you can just create a channel. The channel is already created. I'm going to set it to extract, and I'm going to do stack. Now, it knows it can pull stacks out of here, but it doesn't know where to put the stacks yet. So we're going to tell them to put them all in the recyclers. So we're just going to go there, insert. You just create a new channel. The default setting should work just fine. Because it's already set to move stacks. And yeah, there we go. Every one of them's lit up. And every one of them is burning through chiseled bit water. And it should be every once in a while. It's kind of random when it produces scrap. But you will get scrap, which is cool. I do have enough, I think, for 4 for each one. So let's do that. Look at these machines kind of sped up here. I'm curious how much is going to up the EU cost on this, actually. Where's my reader? Here we go. So it's ticking about, I guess the max is 21 EU. This one is only 2 EU. So the overclockers, if you go crazy with them, they start getting kind of more and more and more expensive on the power. So you can see their increased power 655%. But if I take one out, it dropped at 250. So each one you add kind of gets more and more and more. I guess it's multiplicative, I guess, is probably how it works. And yeah, it gets pretty crazy. But they're all there now. That's good. We're going to need another channel now. So let's do that. Let's create a new one. We want items again. So let's go back to item. Sweet. And yeah, we just need to tell these now to send all their items over into the mass fabricator. So let's create here. Let's just create an insert channel for this. And we'll just create extract channel for everything else to set it to stack. And yeah, that should pretty much handle that. It's actually really easy. And, pretty cool little mod, actually. I just, like I said, a lot of times I just don't bother with it. Everyone always tells me, just use it, use it, use it. But half time I just know there's that AE2 is just right around the corner, right? But for something like this, like I said, I'll never actually have this part of AE2 because it's just too much to automate, to be honest. To be worth my time. Extract stack. And last one, I guess, extract stack. Now, that stuff should be getting in here. I should be able to watch it. There we go. And you can see every time one comes in, that progress bar kind of just spits up a little faster. It could use a lot more of this and go a lot faster, but at the same time, I may make a couple more overclockers, push it to about 6 or 7, but at a point, you're going to reach a point where the power that you're using on the recyclers isn't beneficial because you're taking away from this, right? And there is a spreadsheet I've seen in the past, which kind of gave you the exact number, you know, of recyclers and overclockers to kind of min-max it. Honestly, this whole kind of power system was completely just set up just for this. This is the only reason I did it. So we can get going on UU matter, and anyone who's done UU matter knows that having 53 already is already extremely insane, and that's because of this thing. If we can actually check our UU reader, not UU, the EU reader, you can see this thing's getting 8.1 KEU, because that's what this thing produces. Actually, it produces close to 9,000, and the rest is just kind of going elsewhere. Some of it's being used on this in the form of RF. And yeah, that is that, man. That is pretty cool. And we're already getting UU matter. So we need to make some more machines now. So the new machines we need to make, one is the scanner. Scanner, basically, I already showed that one earlier. No, I didn't. I showed the replicator. But the scanner is going to scan the item, so it can be sent to another item, another block called the pattern storage. Once it's in the pattern storage, the replicator is able to see it and then able to craft it. So you kind of have to burn one item to get it scanned, and then after that, it's in the storage, and you can just keep crafting them after that point as long as you have the UU matter. So yeah, that is the next step. So let's go get to that. And okay, I've gone ahead and made a couple more of these energy crystals here, so we should be good to go there. I think we pretty much have everything. We just need to do a little bit of crafting here. Not too much. We needed some more of these mining lasers, so hopefully I have everything. What did I miss there? Oh, advanced circuits. Probably need about 20 of those. Why didn't it grab anything? Oh, once enriched alloys. What's the other recipe? There's 2 recipes there. I have the other stuff. These ones. I can do these ones easy. Let's go ahead and grab about 20 of them. There we go. And that should be good in that respect. I should be doing the other recipe, simply because it's cheaper with the enriched alloy that is using the glowstone and stuff. But at this point, I just want to get this recipe done. So let's get that and that. Let's go ahead and grab, that's our pattern storage. I was going to do this one first, but it doesn't matter. I was going to do the scanner first. That is the logical order. We will have to smelt the 2 of these down, and then pretty much good on this one. There we go. There's 1, and there's 2. You can use these to kind of store recipes on them. You notice they say empty on them, but you really don't need it unless you're going to be moving your setup, at which point you're going to need it. So if you're not planning on moving things, don't really much worry about it. Let's go ahead and grab probably 5 of those, probably 6 actually. Let's grab that. And, there we go. We got a pattern storage. Next one we're going to make here is the scanner. The scanner is the one that actually scans the items. It is arguably, I would say, the most important, I suppose. It is important, though, because without it, you can't scan things. I mean, they're all important. None of it's going to work if you don't have it all. Can you stop doing that? Metadata, man. Why do they have to make their metadata work the way they did? Anyway, let's do that. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab our electric motors. It makes automating things with IC2 really difficult when it comes down to those cables because of the way they did things. Anyway, that's there. And what else do we need here? Looks like we got everything. And we'll probably take these and go set them up. Then we'll come back and actually grab the replicator. Let's actually grab some kind of casing here. Let's grab an advanced. I actually have one right here. And we'll use that as the first thing to scan. Throw it in here. Because it's probably the hardest casing that we can make at this point, right? Okay. Is that going to be a problem? Let's go back in. I know these cables sometimes disconnect, but they don't usually... It's usually when you reload the pack or restart a server. I've never seen one that just broke like that. That is weird. Because I don't remember breaking it. We have 375 millibuckets of UU. I'll have to keep track of that, see if that's going to be an ongoing issue. If so, I may have to take it out of the cube. But we won't worry about that right now. We're going to grab our... where are they at here? We got this one, pattern storage and scanner. Scanner will probably just throw like right here. Then grab the pattern storage, we'll go right there. That'll be kind of the logical order here. Then we'll move it across here and here. Sweet. These machines are tier 4, so I think they can take up to 2,000 EU, but I have them on 512 because they really don't need that much power. They would probably if you use them constantly, but we're not going to be. You can see the power buffer is kind of filling up there. We can throw in the advanced machine casing. I think the power is still going to go up. Yeah. So it's more than enough power, even though it's not getting its max. This one does not take power at all, so that is pretty awesome as well. And yeah, this is going to scan. When it's done, we should get a recipe here. And we're going to be able to move it over to the pattern storage to give you an option to save it or chuck it in case you know, it's really expensive. I think there's some, like, if you go through IC2 items, some of them are actually like a full bucket, and you don't want to be kind of doing that kind of expensive recipe. I'm not sure what these custom recipes are going to be, but where they're an option, I don't think they're going to be that horrible. And that's pretty cool. So that's producing. I mean, that's sitting there waiting. Last thing we're need here is the replicator. I just want to have something scanned already when we're done. And we'll kind of get this last one. This last one's going to be the hardest one to craft anyway, but I think we have everything pretty much. Let's go to replicator. Check that out. Maybe do some kind of fluid container as well, actually. Because then we can add a buffer for UU matter, because these machines can only hold so much. That's good. Advanced machine casings there. I think we actually have everything, don't we? Oh, I don't know what I did there. Get it there. Apparently I already had one of those remotes. That's not what I want to do at all. Let's go here, see what we still need. Nothing, and nothing. There we go. We got our teleporters. We should have 3 of those in there, I think. And what else do we need here? HV transformers and the MFE. The MFE was the one I need all the crystals for. I'll probably need some of these 2 times. So let's grab like 4 of them. Probably be exactly what we need. And see if we can actually do the MFE now. It's going to need these crystals. Looks like they need to be charged, but they don't need to be. So we'll just toss those in there. And then I already made some of these bronze casings. Let's do that. Let's do that. Last time I had to make those little battery items. And I guess we need to make some MV transformers. There we go. Sweet. Looks like we pretty much get everything. Let's toss you stuff all in there as well. And yeah, we should have a replicator now. Awesome. That is actually pretty cool. So we have the replicator. I want to make some kind of tank. Let's just do a portable tank, because probably easiest. Gotta have you. We're gonna use this as a buffer, and we can just do that in XNet as well. Kind of manage that for us. We can upgrade this later on with the kits. I don't think I have any Invar yet, so I don't think I've actually made any of that. Yeah, I just need some Invars, bronze, and that. And that'll upgrade this tank up to 128 buckets if it becomes an issue. My setup's not in there at all. Let's head in here. Let's see if our cable's still here. There we go, it is. It looks like everything's working. We're up to 416 buckets. And, this should be scanned here. It's only going to take 16 millibuckets of UU matter for every one of those machine frames, which is awesome. Or was it the advanced? Yeah. Let's click save on that. And it should actually appear in here now, which is cool. And before we do anything, I think actually this was one of them too, wasn't it? Let's see what that takes. Because that'll actually save me work as well. Because these are going to be something that pops up forever. So if I can kind of make, you know, 400 or 500 of these and just kind of stock up on them, this is going to be one of these things I use the entire pack, these advanced circuits. The replicator, though, we can just take that, pop that up there. That's good to go. Maybe grab a portable tank as well. Throw that right there. So, this thing needs UU matter. You can see the recipe now. It needs 16 buckets of UU. We're going to make it so XNet will send it... How will we do this? I'm going to make XNet send it from here to the tank and then from the tank to there. We'll probably do it like that. So we'll just create 2 more fluid channels. Probably the easiest way to do it. We could probably do it in priority as well and not make another channel. But yeah, probably the easiest way. Just do it this way. Keep it nice and clean. And we have 8 channels, so no point kind of being cheap with them. This one will be a import. And we'll want a extract on, that's the replicator. Scanner. That's it right there. Okay, so we want the extract on this one. There we go. And that should be fine. So liquid should be going in there. We do. The UU matter is at 4323. And like I said, we're just going to make 1 more channel here. Set that one. And this one will be extract on the tag. There we go. Oh, I didn't set the channel, did I? It's on energy by default. I do that all the time. There we go. And then extract on this one. Just to use it as a nice buffer tank, right? That's the only idea I'm thinking of here. And then I guess to the replicator, create that one, and set that to an insert. And now we should have UU matter in here. That's awesome. So now we can actually create things. I can just go single run. Oh, maybe not. Stop. Wait, it has UU matter. Why do you say you have no UU matter? Okay. Why aren't you getting power? Oh, I didn't put power into it. Be all confused going, why isn't this working? I don't think it even needs power. I think the recipe showed, yeah, EU 0. So it might just need to see the power. We'll just do a single run here, gotta see here. No, it does need power, no matter what it says. So it does take a certain amount. And yeah, not a big deal though. Once this buffers up, it won't be a big deal. Because this thing holds 2 million, right? Yeah. And there you go, we got our advanced machine casing. We have first one. That is pretty awesome when you think about it, because really, we've done nothing. I mean, we made some machines. We have a recycler going. I actually need to get one of these two. One piece of scrap. If I can grab it somehow. Yeah, I need it for the quest. I wish... There we go. We got one. There we go. I think that's actually going to unlock a bunch of quests for me. It was kind of the thing that was holding me back. But we're not doing anything. We're pumping bits into, you know, a matter fabricator with power, which we, you know, kind of set up there. And at this point, it just keeps creating it nonstop. This thing should run forever. Has no reason to ever turn off. I mean, we got tons of pumpkins. They are, not pumpkins, melons. They're backing up. We got the substrate, which doesn't even matter, being voided off. And yeah, none of this should be able to turn off for any reason. So for the rest of the pack, we should just build up UU matter. There's no reason for this to turn off. And we can just craft everything we need. I just need to kind of figure out how much everything costs. How much is this one? Like, these ones are a little more expensive. I probably wouldn't use this recipe. 213 millibuckets. So that one's expensive. I'm more interested in casings, though. So maybe we'll do another casing here or two. Or the machine frames, that kind of jazz. And see what we do. What is it? Let's go to machine. Let's see. Machine case. That'd be a good one to check. Because these things are not too bad. No, they do take an advance. So, yeah, that's actually a very important one. Machine block. That'd be another one. Because I think those ones had some stuff in them. Yeah, a couple different things here, but the recipe is multiple steps. The basics I don't care about because we can make the advanced. We already have that. And what else could we do for casings? Casing. I want to check this one because it wasn't in the list. And probably that one as well. Because that is quite a bit of work as well. Because that takes the carpenter out of the... kind of makes us not have to use the carpenter. Or the thermiotic, actually. It takes 2 steps out. And anything else we want to check here? That's a good start. Maybe this one as well. See if that's a thing. And, go check that out here. And yeah, we're just going to check them out and see what they cost. Because if we can do them, you know, relatively cheaper, that'd be actually fantastic. So this one's scannable, which is actually really good. Because that one took it in advance. I'm just curious on the price. Because this one here, like I said, I won't use it. But this one I definitely will. This is going to be a thing. In fact, I'm going to put it on repeat run. And then I'll just keep making them. I figure, you know, 6, 7 of these kind of on backlog. And we should be good. There we go. I could upgrade this power to 1 more tier as well. And make it to 2,000. And then machines would be safe. The only problem, the reason I kept this separate, I didn't really show here. The scanner, it doesn't have a slot to be able to throw in a transformer upgrade. So I was afraid of making that one blow up. The rest of them, this one doesn't even matter. It does not connect to the power. It doesn't take power at all. And this one's a tier 4, but it has an upgrade. So realistically, I could take this replicator and throw it on this line and have it down here. But these have to be touching, right? So, yeah, I'd have to do a second line of power. At least a tier 4 at some point, I guess. And I could run it to at least the scanner. It would just seem like kind of annoying to have to run a single line just to that one machine. But everything's working. Everything's doing what it's supposed to. We've got a nice backup of the liquids. We're just going to kind of wait here. It does take a little bit, so... maybe I'll let a couple of these run through and we'll just kind of look at how much it's going to cost here. And okay, I went ahead and scanned a few things here. So yeah, I got 6 recipes in there so far. I made 7 advanced machine casings just to make sure it was working all good and proper and all that jazz. You can't do the mechanism one. You can't do the forestry impregnated or sturdy. You can't do the basics from IC2. And you can't do... I tried to go around and do the circuits from the other side, doing the advanced. Yeah, it didn't work. They just, yeah. That's how you know if it won't work. It just won't go in the machine. If it goes in the machine, it'll go in. You just don't know what the cost is. But, yeah, everything's up and running. I mean, we can do the advanced. We can do the hardened casings, which is pretty cool. The iron casings, so that's awesome as well. We got our advanced circuits. Got our machine cases. And we even got the machine block. So, yeah, I think these ones here, the machine cases, those are the industrial foregoing ones. That's cool. Yeah, we just got a whole bunch of stuff here, man. And we're going to be able to add to that list as we go. So even like RF tools, we'll only probably ever have to make 1 case manually. Thermal, 1 case manually. After which point, we can just start duplicating. So this is my machine case factory for the pack. We won't be able to do them all here, but we'll be able to do a lot, which is awesome. So yeah, let's kind of move on here. We're going to go and open up a couple chests here because I actually have a whole bunch of them. And get our loot chest and probably going to wrap it up. But let's see if we get anything good here. I'm going to drop this off, go there. And I got a bunch of quests to kind of grab here. So let's do that. I have to go ahead and do this one here just to unlock that chest as well. But yeah, that was the thermal quest. There we go. And grab all these nice IC2 quests here. After this, in this line, all we have is iridium. Iridium actually has to be crafted, I think, at Tinker's. It was a little bit of a rabbit hole and something we need to get to, I think, to get to our first void miner. But anyway, we've gotten those before. Not a big deal there. A taco. That's my first taco. I don't need to dump the food yet. Consecrated soil. That is used to, yeah, it hurts mobs, undead mobs. So you could use it at mob fire if you felt so inclined. Let's get to cinnamon sugar donut. Again, more food. I'm looking for good stuff. Liquid fueled engine. Wow, that's actually really good. That's probably going to save me a lot of materials later in the game, but we'll still need titanium and stuff, so not really feeling like I'm skipping anything there. We've got a drawer controller, which I may actually use inside this machine block, because if I want to craft up different machine cases, if I had a small little, drawer controller wall, maybe I could even pump the items out of the block and do it that way. But, make it so I could just kind of sort them really easy. Let's go back, grab the rest of our loot chest. Counter jar. Which isn't going to be very useful, but if we need milk, we can get that really easy. Kind of just throw that thing down. It just starts producing milk, so that is pretty awesome. We've got prismarine. We've got char siu, which we've already gotten before. We got a smart output. I usually avoid this thing. Some people think it's amazing. I've always had issues with it. Either liquids kind of disappearing in it at times or causing lag. I don't know if all those issues have been sorted out, but once I've had issues with something in the past, a lot of times I just avoid it. But anyway, it is fast when it gets going for smelting down ingots and stuff. And beef Wellingtons, which are actually usually amazing food. How much does that give? I bet that's a ton of food there. Well, it's not as much as I remembered it. I thought this was one of the best foods you could make. Anyway, we got them. We got mostly food. Not really that fantastic this time. I know there's stuff like elytras and osmiridium, even an angel ring, and I'm just not seeing it. I'm not getting that lucky. I got a little lucky, but not insanely lucky like some people. But yeah, I think I'm going to actually wrap this one up here. I'm just going to let her know that I do have a Discord. If you want to stop by, say hello, any of that jazz, feel free. Everyone is welcome. Just keep it classy. That's all I ask. Also, I have a Patreon, so if you want to think about supporting me moving forward making videos, that would be absolutely fantastic. I have 3 servers right now for my Patreon. So we have Enigmatica 2, Expert, just the regular kind of, world gen version. We also got the Skyblock version, Expert as well. And we also have a full craft server. So yeah, we have those 3 servers. You can check that out. I am going to end this one here though. So as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. I'll see you guys next video. Later.